Hey guys, good morning. This is Jeff, and I wanted to do a quick VR. I've taken the last, actually the whole weekend off of YouTube, and I wanted to attack Brian Cormack Carr's 7 life purpose questions. This is how I did it. I wrote them down. I wrote all my answers on little post-it notes, and then I drew a tarot card from my beloved new Pagan Otherworlds deck to sort of sum up or give some sort of like a visual representation of that particular thing. We have Shamana here. She's a lap cat, and we got Jack Daniel coming in here to say good morning. Jack, you want to say good morning real quick? There we go. Look at that mug. Look at that mug. Hey Jack. He's a champion, this guy. He's an international star, this guy. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to BCC 7 life purpose questions. Obviously, I'll link his video below. I just think he's fantastic, and any tag he wants to do, I'm all game. So, Brian, thank you very much for this. So, anyway, yeah. This is how I wanted to do this. I wanted to incorporate tarot into this and not just do a talking thing, because, you know, the commentary can the commentary can go on for a while. So, like I said, I made these little post-it notes, and then I said I'm going to draw just a card for each one. And the title card, the hashtag 7 life purpose questions, that got the strength card, and I thought that was incredibly appropriate. You know, getting to know your aspect of just asking these questions about your life. It's all about getting to know the deeper part of you. It's that card number. I just thought it was perfect, the 8. I'm not going to get into the whole second line thing. If you guys know me, you know this is really just the first card of just getting to know yourself. And so I couldn't imagine a better card than that. So I have to list now my 5 favorite things to do. All right, and at first this was actually hard because I wanted it to be like, I don't know, maybe this is leading up obviously to my career, so maybe it's 5 things that have to do with like what my career is actually going to be or could be. And then I said, you know what, just screw all that preceding what this could mean and just put down what 5 things that I enjoy doing most, and that is this, exactly what I'm doing right now. Number 1, slow mornings with coffee or tea, mostly coffee, and music, and incense. I don't know if you guys caught this, but I finally have my little wisps of smoke. Take that, Jennifer Ball and Simon and Black Cat Tarot down there. I always get jealous whenever I see the whiffs of incense because I can't have this down the office. That's why I'm doing this on a little patio. So that's my first thing, favorite things, slow mornings. I got some spa music. Actually, that's slow jazz if you hear some slow jazz. Number 2, some motorcycle ride with no time restraints. I gotta tell you, I gotta have, when I leave the house for a motorcycle ride, I can't have it all in the back of my mind. I gotta be back for 4 o'clock. I gotta be back for something at 6 o'clock in the evening. Even though I'm only back, always back in a couple hours, 3 hours, I still need to know that I have all day in case I get completely wound up and excited and lost, like literally lost, and it takes me a while to get back. So absolutely no time restraints is that. Number 3 favorite thing to do is making a cocktail in the evening. I so enjoy winding down my day at the office, or winding down my day on the motorcycle, or winding down my day with visiting with friends, however I do it, by making a cocktail. And I wanted to share with you the best sweet vermouth that the market has ever produced. If you like it a Manhattan like I do with a nice rye, this is the only one. All right, no product placement. I am not getting paid for this, but if you want to elevate your cocktails, get this Antica. You never, ever, ever will regret that. It's the best thing on the market. Saw that at got that Club 33 thing in Disneyland. They were making their cocktails with that. I said, oh my gosh, I would sell everything to get my hands on a bottle of that. So they have that at the Bevmo and all these things. Number 4. Working in the garden. I love stacking stones. You guys have seen my lifestyle vid maybe, and it's I like just doing the raking of the dirt and making nice designs in the sand, and that's just a lot of fun. And number 3, therapy with tarot or hypno, being in my office when I have a tarot consultation, or just whenever I'm doing a straight up hypnotherapy and it tends into the spiritual nature of it. That's one of my favorite things to do. And the card that I drew for that was incredible. It was the 7 of coins. That idea that's just, the figure on this card is just solo, playing in his garden, always wanting more, desiring more, but still happy with what he has. And that's exactly the way my 5 things have went. So I was really excited to see that. The second question is, how are all those things in my first thing connected? And really, all those are very solitary things. I mean, even whenever I'm working with a client with a tarot session, it's really kind of just you working within yourself to connect, and so I find those very solitary. So my answer to the whole how are the 5 things connected is that I would say that I'm, you know, within the center of myself whenever I'm doing those things. And the card that I got here was the 6 of coins. And I really thought that was cool. It was about just about sharing and giving, and, you know, with the therapy and giving to myself. I thought the 6 of coins was really great for that. Yeah, so I wanted to share that. The next question, question number 3. Jack Daniels wants to come up here too. You want to come up here? Come on, bud. Come on. Oh, monkey. There we go. We'll get him in here too. He's still in frame. He can help me flip the cards. Here we go. The third question is this: my personal qualities others recognize of being of value. I gotta tell you, I would have to say that my optimistic mindset, because I always have the, you know, a good quality to be able to just reframe and find a better way to look at a situation that may seem like shit, that just feels better, and then that leads to the next thing. And for that, I got this 4 of Cups. And I really kind of dig that. A lot of people kind of think, oh, you're missing something, and there's an opportunity that's there that you're not seeing. And when I judge this, when I look at this card, when I observe this card, I kind of get that character who's just like seeing and appreciating what he has, but just knowing that there's always something else whenever you're ready to change your perspective, whenever you're ready to climb up to feel better about it and have access to those things that are just awaiting for you whenever you make the choice to just elevate your life a little bit. All right, that's really what I do. Mainly what I do with my therapy is getting people up this emotional guidance scale that I've talked about before. That's what that 4 of Cups is all about. Finding a way to feel better about your shit so that you find a little bit higher frequency, because what you want, you know, is always on a higher frequency. So I love that 4 of Cups for me. I love that. I do believe that that's a quality that I have. The fourth question to Brian Cormack Cars: where do you think the world needs more support, and what activities, tools, and perspectives would provide that support? Oh, I tell you, activities, I think being more comfortable being by yourself. I think that's the activity. Not necessarily meditation, but most certainly the idea of just being able to just take a walk by yourself without having the entertainment of friends and music and all these things. Tools. What tools would support that? You know, what I think the world needs more of, and that's tarot. I think tarot is the most wonderful self-exploratory tool. Yep, you would agree. You see me flipping cards all the time. He's such a good guy, this little Jack Daniel. He's such a good guy. So I think tarot, exploring yourself, is really, really, I think it's key for living a happy life and a joyous life, and always knowing that there's something else out there for you. And what perspective do I think the world needs more of? I think the perspective that we're all in this together, that there's this interconnectedness. I think that would serve the world really well. Whenever you're trying to sell something, you need somebody to buy. Whenever you're looking for help, there's always someone looking to help. And so the idea that we're all in this together to sort of help this playing field be really, really, I don't know, more fair and more balanced, just know that we're not alone. If you hear trucks going by, we're kind of against the street on this side. So that's what I think. Oh, and what I got here is this fantastic Page of Pentacles. This is what I think the world needs more of. You know, a little bit of study into just being solitary, about, you know, looking at the world, literally. Big truck. Looking at the world in a new way. Here, I'm blocking Jack. How absolutely rude of me. Sorry, bud. All right? Jack, how do you like that card? Give it a sniff. He gives a sniff proof. All right. Number 5. Where is my happiest place, and what kinds of beings live there? This was really easy for me, guys. A great coffee shop or a great pub. And there's no great pubs really that I know of here in Los Angeles. Anytime I go to Europe, anywhere, Amsterdam, Germany, the time I spent in Australia, it seemed like all the pubs there, all the coffee shops were just about, not about the beer, not about the liquor, not about the drinks, but just about the community aspect of it. So I gotta say that, yeah, coffee shops and pubs. All right, what kind of beings live there? The kind of beings that just want to enjoy being around each other, enjoy the interconnectedness that I had talked about before. And this I had to draw a clarification card, because originally I got the Knight of Swords, all right? The Knight of Swords, and I was like, I couldn't really catch the connection on that. And then I pulled this wonderful Six of Cups, literally the card of sharing and looking back and sort of reliving memories and making new memories and all of these wonderful Six of Cups. And I thought that was wonderful for that answer. I loved that clarification card. Sometimes I don't. Sorry, Jack. Sorry, buddy. We're going to hold you over there a little bit. All right? So I thought that was wonderful. Brian, these are fantastic prompts. The sixth question here is, if every single experience in your life, good or bad, had been carefully planned to train you for a specific destiny, what would that destiny be? And I gotta tell you, I'll show you the card first and then I'll talk about it. It's this Nine of Wands right there. And what I was going to say to complement this, or actually more to the point, how this complemented my reason, was the idea that you can live a life and get beaten up, go through your highs, go through your lows, and still stand strong. Just know that you can be able to just move on from that and continue to grow. That's really my answer. That's really my answer for this. Let's see if something else comes out as I read it again. What would that destiny be? I just think being a teacher, being a model of just living a life that's not always easy, but always ability you can learn from. You ready to get down? You ready to get down? We got to be comfortable. We got a cat. We're loaded down here this morning. So that's my answer to that. I'm a little distracted with the animals, so apologies if that didn't make much sense. But I love the Nine of Wands for that. The Nine of Wands for that. That would be my destiny, to be able to just show people that you can live a life that's just all about you just being okay with where you are. You know, I just think life is supposed to be joyful, and that doesn't mean that I've always had a joyful life, but I've chosen to look my way to feel better about wherever I am. I've had periods of time where I had less than no money. I've had periods of time when I've been incredibly materially abundant, great relationships, lacking relationships, and I just think the whole time, the whole thing is supposed to be a journey, and that's really what this Nine of Wands is all about, you know? Get beaten up a little bit. Get beaten up a little bit, not you. Get beaten up a little bit, but just keep on going. Just remember to open up that heart, right? How about this number 7, the last one? I had to draw a clarity card on this as well. If time, money, and ability, confidence, or prior commitments and your own personal beliefs were no obstacle to you doing whatever you wanted to do, what would you start doing today? It was this prompt, Brian, that really made me make this video. I knew I wanted to do it, but this is FedEx truck. But this particular question is kind of what made me say, you know what, I'm not down in the office. We're just going to shoot it here. If the trucks come by, that's totally fine. But I just think, what would I do? What would I start doing today? And that's just to just continue to just live my life, really. And I like that I can say continue. Because recently I've been just living my life, just saying, you know what, this is just kind of what I do. This is what I believe. This is what I think. I don't want to tell you or teach you or preach to you. But if maybe there's some way that there can be an example to be had about someone just going through uptimes, downtimes, and just making the choice to choose to be happy, I think that's what I would continue to do. And that means making a video when you're not really prepared and you got animals jumping all over you. And so I got the 2. I got the 2 of Wands for that. Jack likes that card too. He's so excited. He's going to step on Shamana's back. You done with this? Are you done? Can you wait another second till we're done? He's off. He's done. All right. And that is about making the choices to do your life. And then I was like, you know what? I felt like I need a clarification card, because this is the last card here. And then I pulled this up in this order. I laid it down right next to this. It was this wonderful King of Swords. Using always remembering you have a choice. Always remembering that you have this authority to make a choice about how you want to live your life. And I just thought that was a beautiful ending. Positively beautiful ending. So obviously check out Brian's original video. I think he's just fantastic. He used the cars for therapy and finding life purpose. I'm just the biggest fan of Brian, BCC. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you guys on the comments below.